Alright, welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Mikel Arteta, EPL title, frustration, revelation or reveal. Welcome to this channel. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. By the way, on Sunday I never obviously came up to give you the match reaction because I gave you the obvious, and I told you I see a draw written all over that game, and most of you are predicting Arsenal 8, United 1, United. On the side of United Matters channel, I saw United fans say 1-0 in favor of Man United, and I was like, people, please. My heart tells me it's obviously gonna be a draw, and it obviously went ahead, obviously ended draw 1-1. It was Bruno Fernandes with a spectacular of a free kick into the back of the net, where I believe David Raya really went ahead, obviously, and not arrange his ball very well, such that it really aided Bruno Fernandes to put that ball in the back of the net without not even stretching a lot, already taking that ball high top up the wall. Then Declan Rice went ahead, obviously equalized, but the entire world will remember that double save of David Raya in the dying minutes. I think it was around the 92nd minute, and United was left with the game was left with just 1.5 minutes to come to an end, and Bruno Fernandes had gone ahead to obviously put that final nail into the coffin, and David Raya was like, please get me that hammer and the nail. There is no way you're obviously putting a final nail into that coffin, and that game ended 1-1. Now, after that game of football really went ahead, obviously end, most of the people gave up on the title, you understand? And for me, I told Arsenal fans that Arsenal was out of the title race the day they failed to beat West Ham at Emirates. You know, that game ended 1-0 in favor of West Ham, and Arsenal really failed. Then they went ahead to draw 0-0 with the side of West Ham, and how they've drawn with Manchester United, meaning that in the previous 3 games Arsenal have gone ahead to drop 8 points. So there is no way you can obviously drop 8 points and obviously be into the title race. And Arteta in particular was directed a question of the title to him, and he was asked on if the title race is over. And these were the words of Mikel Arteta. He came up and said the following, that I don't know what to say, but today the frustration is that we haven't won our game. We know the urgency, and it's about winning every single match if you want to have any chance of doing that. I don't think it's the right moment to talk about that. So, in other words, Arteta has given up onto the Premier League trophy. Way back, he used to say mathematically it's still possible, but right now, with Liverpool going to 70 points and Arsenal going to, I think, 54 points, it is written all over the world that it is done and dusted. It's over, and Arsenal should prepare for the next season. And the manager says you have to win every game. Sorry about that. Arsenal is having 55 points. Liverpool is having 70 points, and over the weekend Arsenal is obviously going to be playing Chelsea. You understand? So, he says, if you have any chance of doing that, he says you need to win every single game if you need to see to it that you keep yourself in the title race. And if Arsenal have failed to win the previous 3 games, then it is out of conversation. And anyone who thinks that Arsenal can win the trophy right now, I don't think that he is on the right place, or is in the right place, and his mind, he's really, I think, having what we call ridiculous, and deluded thoughts, because it's over. Though he cannot obviously come around and say it out loud, but the words just tell you that the title race of Arsenal is totally over as concerned to Mikel Arteta, because they failed to win. If I thought they won against Manchester United, they would have gone ahead to be 13 points behind Liverpool. And remember, they have a game together, and if they continued winning, something that is really hard, and they found Liverpool when it's 13 points, then they beat them, they go to 9 or 10, and they they increase the number of points Liverpool need to win the title. And as it stands, Liverpool only needs 16 points to win the title, meaning that out of the 9 games, Liverpool have to win 5 and draw 1. So, meaning that if Arsenal continue to win, put that in consideration. But if Arsenal drop more points, then Liverpool come closer and closer to the title. And obviously, Arsenal's left charge is to win what we call the Champions League, and they're obviously going to be playing on Wednesday at Emirates. They already through because they beat PSV by 7-1. And I tell you what, there is no way PSV will come out and obviously put all those goals past Arsenal. Even if Arsenal gets a red card, I don't see that happening. So the title race is over. And the manager is like, I don't want to obviously say that. But the fact is, it's over. And for me, it was over the day they failed to obviously beat the side of West Ham, and Liverpool went ahead to beat Man City that same weekend. And I really told Arsenal fans that anything is obviously not going their way. Then he was asked on dropping points in the last 3 league matches, says the efficiency we had in the last 20 meters, it wasn't good enough. We know that those are big parts of a lot of things that the game demands when you come to Old Trafford, and what we did was superb, but at the end you have to capitalize on what the team is so dominant and much better than the opposition, and today we didn't. Then you have to overturn a result, which we know is very difficult to do here. You have to expose yourself a little bit more because you have to take more risks, and you saw to it that in the dying minutes of the game, United had obviously taken the game. So for me, all I want to let know is that Arteta doesn't want to obviously come out and admit. But the huge problem Arteta went ahead to do on his side was all about them not winning. So it was them not signing a striker either or none, because strikers like Morata were there, you get, but they never went. They never went for them. You understand? And no sooner the January transfer window came to an end than Kai Havertz went ahead to obviously get an injury. And I think God was like, let me penalize you. This was written all over the wall, and you didn't go in for anyone. And even when I think Carlos Vela was there, they never signed him on loan. They never. Then Diego Costa is still there, and they've not gone in for strike, and the manager is still hesitant that he can use Mikel Merino as his number 9, something that I don't believe it will work. And the player that would have gone ahead obviously try out in that position does not trust him because he looks off form. That is Raheem Sterling. But though I believe Raheem Sterling would have gone ahead obviously offer better output into that false number 9 role than Mikel Merino. So I think it is just done and dusted, and there is no way the side of Arsenal is obviously gonna come up and obviously overcome this. I tell you, it's really hard, and nothing will obviously happen in there. So from that, Arteta was asked on what phase Arsenal are in from his planned 5 phase 4 to 5. So Arteta said they're on phase 4 to 5, establishing yourself at the highest level in the Champions League, consistently perform with a lot of unity, and being very close to touching big trophies. So he's describing the phase at which Arsenal is right now, and he's like, Arsenal is at the phase of really getting close to trophies and really putting in a shift every time they are called up to do the needful. So meaning that they are just one step away from obviously going to the 5th phase. And I know with Andrea Barta coming in through, that's what he's obviously going to address. He knows the exact players he needs into that Arsenal setup to see to it that all goes on well as planned. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Tell me your thoughts about Mikel Arteta Premier League title frustration. What do you make about it? And what are your thoughts about Arsenal? Do you think they can do anything into the UEFA Champions League? Especially knowing who they're obviously going to be facing on Wednesday. Is it going to be Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid? All that and more into the comment section below. We out. Bye-bye.